An 80-year-old Sioux Falls man suspected in a 1974 murder in Minnesota will not have to go to trial.
This week, the Minnesota Court of Appeals ruled that Elgene Vossen is not physically or mentally fit to go to trial for the brutal killing of an elderly woman. An update on the cold case investigation is tonight's top story. The ruling this week by the Minnesota Court of Appeals that Elgene Vossen is incompetent to stand trial reaffirms the lower court's decision.
I read the district court order. It was quite thorough and went through. There were 3 experts, and 2 thought he was incompetent and 1 thought he was competent. And the district court seemed to have considered all of those reports.
But the state argued that the lower court didn't properly weigh the evidence in those expert findings and said Vossen is mentally fit to stand trial.
It's clear from the record that Mr. Vossen demonstrated not only factual understanding of the what is court, what is a judge, what is an attorney, what do they do, but he had opinions and was able to express rational understanding of how that would impact how decisions would impact his case.
Vossen is accused of killing Mabel Herman of Wilmer, Minnesota almost 50 years ago. Vossen, who lived in Wilmer at the time, was immediately a person of interest and questioned in the case. New DNA testing tied him to the murder, according to law enforcement. But the 2 mental health experts determined last November that Vossen was mentally unfit to stand trial, saying he suffers from significant memory loss. However, the state argued that Vossen understood that if he pleaded guilty, he would go to prison for the rest of his life.
There were other questions that were asked too, and where he demonstrated confusion. He didn't know what day of the week it was. He didn't know who the president was. The problem, I think, in this case is not that he didn't understand what a court proceeding is or what a judicial proceeding is, but that when witnesses start taking the stand, he doesn't have any ability to digest the information as it is coming into court to assist his counsel in his own defense at trial. That's the finding by the district court.
Vossen will now be evaluated for civil commitment to a mental health care facility and will be examined every 6 to 12 months.